Hey everybody, you are now listening to the first ever 1 hour one offs post show where we discuss what happened, what could have happened, and what we wish happened on the past episode. It's just a fun little idea we had on a way to just get a little more enjoyment out of the process for the three of us. Get to actually there's so much secrecy in the process where the player doesn't know the DM's plan, and the DM doesn't know the player's plan, and it's nice to kind of sit down and get to actually talk about what went into the process and all that, and what created what everyone just listened to. As I think I've mentioned, we're gonna do the first few of these, probably 5 or 6, and we're just gonna leave them on the same platforms that we've been posting everything else. After that, though, we are hoping that we're going to be able to move them to Patreon and have them as an opportunity for people who care a little more about the show and want to be a little more directly involved, a way for them to have kind of like a direct line into the process of it, and, thoughts we have, and and hopefully it'll be a way for us to also establish a little bit more of a direct one-on-one communication with those Patreons through, comments on those videos and things. So, we hope that we will see some of our viewers there as well. Without further ado, take a listen. Alright. That was fucking crazy. That was sick.
Yes.
That was nutty.
Oh my god.
Sorry I missed the questions in the middle. I got really caught up just listening to you.
No, it was all good. It was all good. The exact timing of them wasn't the essential thing. Did you figure out where I got the wire puzzle from, Blake?
I assume it was from Archer.
No, it's actually from the game Keep Talking and No One Explodes. The VR bomb defusal game.
Oh, nice.
And I made the color puzzle myself, which I was quite proud of.
Yeah, that was...
I thought it was really cool. Cursed titration.jpg.
For sure.
That was our editor Lyrica. She's not part of the post show. But she just hopped on the Discord for a second. They might be at other times, but right now we just don't have a setup for her, so we're not gonna try and do that. Yeah, so some fun things from the DM side. I actually had an alternate ending planned for if you did manage to get the electromagnets defused and kicked the bomb out, because we would intrinsically have 20 extra minutes. So there was an alternate ending where if you did that, a Sith acolyte would show up and you'd have to flee.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, you would have come back and the Ugnaughts would be dead and you'd have to escape / be killed.
Damn.
Yeah. That was going to be an interesting one because you would have objectively succeeded and won the one-off, but could have still ended up dead.
Yeah. Yeah. I spent actually a decent amount of care in modding my blaster pistol and then never used it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. So I actually had the plan in place for you to talk the Ugnaughts out of it from the beginning because they had been told that it was just going to destroy the bulb, and obviously that was not the case. But I wasn't sure. I was like, Blake of all people might just start laying down bodies,
No, for sure. I mean, that is my normal MO, but I mean, you said, make him a firm believer in Jedi code, and I was like, all right, yeah. I have to actually make a decent character.
Yeah, for those listening at home and who are aware of the setup of this, my only instruction to Blake has to believe in the Jedi Order and their army and be a bomb tech. Everything else was up to him. So that's all he knew going into this.
Yeah, I mean, so I'll probably discuss this in whatever I write as a personal intro later, but since you guys haven't heard that, I kind of wanted to tell you my character design, Alex.
Oh yeah, so just to clarify, so everyone listening to this is getting a little peek behind the scenes. I think what we were talking about for the intro was just a generic show intro.
Right.
So you should also do your character intro because I recorded the opening crawl separately so that you didn't hear it. So you should totally do that as well. But just also we're talking about the hey, welcome to 1 hour one-offs, which everyone listening to this will have heard already, but currently doesn't exist.
Yeah, so, I sent my, full typed up backstory to Derek a couple days ago, just for final approval. It didn't end up coming up, but what the guy was actually an anarchist who'd grown a conscience.
Ah. Yeah, I would have tried to I was kind of hoping the kicking the bomb out the bottom thing would work, because the Sith was going to do a whole bunch of like taunting and stuff as she chased you. So hopefully a lot of that would have gotten a chance to come up then. But
Yeah.
as is, you know, definitely still went super well. I really liked how this played out.
Yeah, I was just kind of toying around with the character. I was like, all right, how do I get this guy to actually, you know, become a part of the Jedi Order when all of my characters are sociopathic monsters?
Yeah. So in the main campaign that me, Blake, Casey, and Lyrica are all part of, and Derek could be a part of if he wanted, but is not yet. We play an evil campaign in which Blake plays a Sith who has taken the name Darth Maul.
Yeah, so for the audience at home, to explain, that is what I offhandedly referred to at one point when I said I miss Darth Maul's coercion role.
Yeah, I thought about taking the time to explain that, but I was like, yeah, he's crunched already.
Yeah,
could have made the 2-minute difference, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of myself for getting that down to the wire, too.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, I was cringing at some of those time cut calls, but you seem to have it dialed in real perfect, honestly.
Basically, based on nothing, too. I was really worried during those time cut calls that I was screwing you, but I was like, it was written.
Oh, looks like we're 3 minutes negative.
Yeah. Also, this is totally my bad and would have only minorly altered the function of the last puzzle, but I totally forgot to mention that making the chamber clear should have blown the bomb up.
Oh.
It basically only would have flipped the order of the first two steps. You would have had to have gone violet-black instead of black-violet, which is why I didn't bring it up or anything, but Derek kept typing "uh-oh" in the dock as you were doing that.
Yeah, I was gonna highlight the clear part of the chamber's explode conditions, but then, like, Alex said something like, oh yeah, I left that out by accident.
Yeah. You know, because it would totally be unfair for me to just be like, oh, psych, the bomb blows up.
That would have been unfortunate.
Yeah.
It was also one of the few times I've been able to flex any of my actual engineering knowledge in a tabletop game, and that was fun.
Yeah, I didn't... So, you actually... So, that was something that kind of blew me away, was... I didn't say this, but the bomb was actually timed to so was linked to the city's systems to uncarbon freeze all of the Tabana in order to blow it up, but I liked your explanation as to why it would destroy the entire facility way more, so we went with that.
Nice.
I was just like, oh shit, this is awesome. Well, yeah, let's go. And that was one of your, like, first experiences with this system, wasn't it, Derek?
Oh yeah, I'd been pretty iffy on, like, these kinds of, like, mediated DM player discussion, like, systems, I guess, where you have, like, a pretty abstract roll result that, like, everyone needs to agree on the outcome of, but I thought you two worked it out really well.
Yeah.
Lots of practice.
Yeah, we've been playing with this system for a long time. This is also going to be the formal invitation to join our campaign, though, Derek. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd really be down. I was actually looking into where I could get a set of Star Wars dice, because I was reading, you know, the whole Age of Rebellion core book to kind of acquaint myself with the rule set before we did this. So yeah, I'm down. Let's talk about it next year.
Sick. Yeah, I already have... I already know how new people would be smoothly integrated to the party based on where they are at, so...
Yeah, that I can see it.
Yeah, you would need to... Interestingly, you'd probably need 2 characters, but only one that you'd actually want, basically.
I remember how you're going back and forth between Blake's and Lyrica's sides of the
Yeah.
galaxy.
So you would need one to be they wouldn't need to be killed off, but they would need to be passed off into NPC status once the party recombined.
Or killed
Right,
off.
of course.
Or killed off, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, any character within arm's reach of Darth Maul is in serious risk of.
Yeah, they're at any given time could simply cease to exist.
Except Iso. Iso is fairly safe from.
Iso is scary, is what she is. Iso is the lightsaber training droid that educates Darth Maul in lightsaber combat in our campaign. For you listeners at home.
Awesome.
Or in other words, the only entities in the galaxy who aren't at direct risk of sudden cases of terminal death from Darth Maul are the ones teaching him.
Basically, yeah. I'm just laughing at the Everclear alteration that's been done, Derek. It is where my document says the only mixing platform is the fuse chamber. If the chamber is ever clear, yellow, red, or orange, the bomb explodes, and the words ever and clear are now 72-point font highlighted in black and white text.
Oh, that was fun though. That was
a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I as a player nearly broke a sweat from that.
I as a DM did.
I, as a Californian, did.
Nice. What's the temperature
Yeah.
over there?
I'm looking it up because I don't want to make a number for you.
Fair.
We're 91 degrees right now with 35% humidity.
Double oof.
Yeah, it's 84 here with 34% humidity.
I'm in a tile basement, so I'm actually nice and cool.
What the?
Okay, yeah, I say that. I'm in an air-conditioned room that's decently cool, but like
Fair.
having to be outside for an extended period of time here is no fun.
Here is
Yeah,
Oklahoma for Blake, for those that don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in Boston, so
Imagine
cool
being
is-
landlocked.
We're not landlocked. No, this is actually serious. There's one tiny like canal that leads out into the Gulf from Oklahoma. It's why whaling is illegal in this state.
You know what? I respect Oklahoma for that. No whaling in Oklahoma. It's not allowed.
That's crazy. That's a long ass canal. Is it just like
Oh,
the
yeah.
entire border of Texas? I'm just looking at a map right now.
Yeah, no, pretty much. Like
Wow.
there's like one tiny little corner of Oklahoma that's like just barely touching the Gulf, and it leads from there like a decent ways inland, I think.
Whale rights, guys. You heard it here first.
You heard, you heard it here first on the 1 hour 1 off post show. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in again, everybody. If you're listening to this, then you've probably been supporting us more than just casually listening to our episodes. So we super appreciate you a super ton. Hopefully some pictures of my super jank pantyhose pop filter will appear on our Twitter, as well as I don't think anything else from this episode. But stay tuned to our social media, to anywhere you get podcasts, and to our lovely voices for more. Thank you for tuning in. Bye, everybody.
Yes. Bye.
Yep. Thank you, and bye.